Hello, friends. I was going in the lift yesterday. I met a lady whom we used to have regular touch. Her family was very close to our family and all. So I just greeted her. Hi, madam. How are you? How's your husband? How are your children? So she immediately stared at me. For a moment, she did not talk anything. Then she said, I lost my husband. I said, what? Yes. She said, I lost my husband 2 months back. I said, how come? I've been seeing him quite frequently in the lift. We talk regularly, we greet regularly. What happened? Then she said, he died in sleep. He died of a massive heart attack. I couldn't believe my ears. Words started blocking my mouth. I just could not say anything. And I was so shell shocked that I mustered certain confidence and started asking, Madam, can I just talk to you for 5 minutes if you don't mind? She said, yes. We went to her house and I asked her in detail, what happened, madam? I was totally not aware of this because they were not here during that time. They were gone to the town for the vacation. So she said, yes. So I asked her, did he have any problems? Did he have any sickness or did he have any illness that has, led to this death? She said, no, he was perfectly fine. He died in death because of massive heart attack. Then I said, madam, then when did it happen and what was he doing? So I know that he was doing a real estate business. And I said, madam, have you now taken over his business? She said, no, I don't know anything about his business. Then I said, are you working anywhere, madam? She said, no, I'm not working anywhere. Then I asked her, madam, how do you now carry on with the livelihood? She said, my relatives are helping me. Then immediately his two daughters came outside. And I saw them and my eyes started having tears in my eye. Seeing the beautiful two daughters who are studying in 5th standard and 3rd standard. And she being an housewife, she's not working anywhere. And this gentleman died all of a sudden. Then immediately I tried to ask her, madam, can I help you if he has any insurance policy that I can give a claim settlement and help your family? She said, unfortunately, my husband did not believe in insurance. I was really, getting angry. I said, why? Then she said, no, he was very hale and healthy. He was a very cheerful person. And his family had a history of longevity. And he did not believe in insurance and giving money to the insurance company because it's waste of money. I said, madam, do you know what is the importance of life insurance? It comes to use only when some unfortunate thing happens which is not in our hands. She said, sir, I've asked him several times to convince him to take insurance policy. But he was very, very stubborn in not taking an insurance policy. This statement of mine really stopped me from thinking. I just wept like anything and then came back to my house. And I thought I should make this video. Because, my dear friends, if you see the statistics, only 2% or rather maximum 3% of the entire population in India have taken life insurance. If you go down the statistics, 36% have taken health insurance. 100% have taken vehicle insurance, which is two-wheeler and four-wheeler combined together. Now, my dear friends, tell me one factor. Why did 100% vehicle insurance come into the statistics? Because it was made mandatory. It is not because you wanted to insure your vehicle. It was because you wanted to escape the police. Because you didn't want to have a penalty. Because you wanted to save your vehicle from the damages. That is the reason. If you are giving so much of importance for a vehicle which you can purchase another time, why can't you give this importance to your life which cannot be bought back another time? Imagine the plight of the family if you don't take life insurance, something happens to the breadwinner or the person who is earning. What will happen to this family? Who is going to protect this family lifelong? How much time will the person who is supporting the family at present will continue to support? Will he be able to support lifelong? And even if he is able to support lifelong, will he be the best person to support like this all through like what the person was? How much of financial need and necessity will the family have? Can they ask the person who is sponsoring for each and everything freely and openly like what they would be asking? So what is your duty, my dear friends? You are educated, you are learned, you are experienced, you have been seeing the world, you have seen what has happened in pandemic. And if you are still not able to realize the importance of life insurance, then I don't know what to say. 2.5 lakhs of people have died in pandemic, out of which hardly 15 to 20% had insurance. And imagine the plight of the other people. 80% of the people whose family is suffering because they don't have any money to survive. Their education is stopped. They are not able to run their livelihood. Their dreams are shattered. The loans are mounting. The relatives are helping them on a temporary. How long the relatives will help? They have their own families to support. They have their own commitments to fulfill. How long do you expect the relatives and friends to support you? My dear friends, this is a very, very alarming thing. If you don't have life insurance, please see that if your family is dependent on you or your income, you have to secure your income by taking a life insurance policy on yourself. Otherwise, you are doing something very grossly injustice to your family. You are almost jeopardizing their future. You are putting a high risk on them in the future because of uncertainty of death. I don't want to scare you, but it is good if I scare you. Because if you don't take life insurance, imagine the story what I told you. 3 months back, another friend of mine in Chennai died because of pandemic, and he did not have a single insurance policy. The family is at the mercy of friends and relatives now. How long they can be. Imagine, my dear friends, try to evolve the thinking that there are certain mandatory things which you need to do, even if the event does not happen. If you don't, it is just like putting money in the temple praying that everything should be good. Insurance is just like that. You have to deposit some amount of premium to cover your life so that your family does not suffer in case of some eventuality. I'm really unable to talk, my dear friends, seeing the happening which is happening around us. We know pandemic has killed so many people without any preamble, without any advance notice. Because it's not in our hands. Death is one uncertain thing, my dear friends, that will not come with notice. That will not come with a telegram. That will not come with a prior intimation. And that is one thing which you cannot stop. Even if a person is very disciplined, even if a person is very God-fearing, my dear friends, death does not have partiality. When it comes, it just strikes and goes away. You will not even know what has happened to wake up from the shock. But you have a risk mitigation for that. We cannot bring back the life of the people who died. But at least we can replace the income to carry on with the commitments he has started, to carry on with the duties, what is required, to carry on with the works, what needs to be done for a logical education completion of children and their marriage and the livelihood of the other spouse who has taken or shouldered the responsibility. This at least we can do. And for this to be done, you need to take a life insurance policy, my dear friends. And how much you should take to exactly replace the income of the person who is getting to the family. See the rate of interest, which is 5%, and you have to take an insurance policy to such an amount that if it is invested in bank, the rate of interest should be exactly equal to the income what he gets to the family. My dear friends, realize this importance of life insurance. If this is not to be understood by you, please contact me. I will try to advise you why it is important. Please, in your own family circle and friends, you would have seen so many deaths which have happened without expectation, without a preamble, without an introduction, without an indication for you. We have to learn lessons from that. We have to keep your eyes and ears open to learn the lessons and try to implement and modulate our life in such a way that we have to mitigate the risk what we are facing in life. Please tell this message, my dear friends, to all your friends and relatives, that the concept of insurance is very important. Try to do a self-appraisal on yourself, how much life insurance you have got, whether it's sufficient enough to protect the family if something unfortunately happens. Try to spread this message to your friends and relatives and educate them that the knowledge of insurance and the concept of insurance is so very important and mandatory that everybody, every family should be insured against the income what the breadwinner brings to the family. My dear friends, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you want to clarify more, please call me at the mobile number and I will try to help you that how much is insurance important, how much you have to take insurance, from where you have to take insurance, how long you have to take insurance. All these aspects I will tell you and see that you sleep peacefully, because our family is very important. You are important for your family. Nobody will take care of your family as much as you can. because that is your family. You love your family more than anything else in this world, and that is why you're doing a lot to your family by purchasing a big house, by purchasing a big car, by taking them out for a vacation, by bringing them so many gifts and novelties. So, my dear friends, when you love your family so much, don't you want your family to be as happy as it is always when you're there or when you're not there? Try to realize this importance and spread this concept of insurance to all your circle, my dear friends, because that is the noblest service which you are doing. My dear friends, here I would like to tell you one thing. I have taken a vow that my mission is to see that 10,000 families should be insured and self-protected for their family as the object which I am taking to spread this concept of insurance. If 10,000 families are insured, my objective is fulfilled, and I will take my aim to the next level of 1 lakh. But my first target is to see that 10,000 people are insured and the family is protected so that nothing happens to the family if unfortunately something happens to the breadwinner. I would expect you to support me in this mission, my dear friends. I would expect you to really spread this concept of insurance to all your friends and relatives. And please don't hesitate to contact me for any sort of clarifications in this, and we will see that you are happy, your family is secured, and we are all secured. With this few note, my dear friends, I would like to end this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button so that you get notifications on very important and classic episodes like this. And we want to see you happy. We want to see you secure. And we want to see that everybody succeeds in life. Be happy. Happy investing. And see that these mandatory things are not missed out by you. All the best.